Hey y'all, and I'm back. Today I want to touch on relationships. Uh, Before I start, it's gonna be a lot of things that I say. I don't want nobody to be offended by what I'm saying because everybody has their own opinion on things. Everybody is entitled to believe what they believe. And honestly, this is just my opinion on how I feel about it. So it's gonna be like a little story time. It's gonna be like a little story time and a little breakdown. So I was in this relationship, right? And it was with this guy. He passed away, God rest his soul. And we started dating in high school, I believe. I was either in the ninth grade or the 10th grade, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was the ninth grade. And he was messing with other people, and I was so young and dumb that I really didn't care. And honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. The only reason why I started dating him was because me and his girlfriend was going to the same school, and me and her had like a little argument in the cafeteria. And she told me like, "Oh, you can't get nobody I mess with. This and that, da da da." Oh, so you challenging me? So what you saying to me is you challenging me, yo? Okay, granted. That same day, bagged him. Never left after that. So me and her was like going head to head every day. Let the best female win or whatever the case may be. So we was dating, and sorry about that. And she was more like into the family. I wasn't into the family. The family didn't like me. Why? Because I guess I came and took her place, and they wanted them to be together. So the family didn't really like me or whatever the case. They didn't like me. And so even though that the family didn't like me, I still was dating them. I ain't give a fuck. Around this time, this was when I was like running away because I was doing something I ain't had no business doing. I was getting out punishment. So I would climb out my mother house window, and I would leave her a note like, "Don't come looking for me," and I'll be with him. I'll be at his house. Um or he'll call me and be like, "Come to my house," and I'll sit inside his house while he outside selling drugs or doing whatever he doing, probably with another girl. Who knows? I don't know because I was in the house. Um, and the way that he treated me inside the house and the way that he treated me outside the house, I want to say it was too much different. It was just more or less. No, it wasn't. It wasn't different. It wasn't different. It was the same way. It was the same way. He always showed me love. But his friends, they hated me. Them nasty friends hated me. They hated me so much. Um, so during the process of me and him being together, and his friends hated me, it always clashed. Something always went wrong because his friends didn't like me, but he did. So it was like, oh, if I'm near, why you bringing your friends here? Don't bring your friends here. I don't have time for that, or whatever. Um, it would be times where they would have like cookouts and stuff, and I would call the cops. Come shut this down real fast, please, because they out here such. I don't know. They out here selling drugs, whatever the case. Get your ass up in this house. You need to be here with me. So, uh, so that was that. So I wound up getting pregnant. So when I wound up getting pregnant, during the time that I wound up getting pregnant, I was running away. I was leaving my mother notes saying I wasn't coming back. Don't come look for me. And my cousin is his cousin, but the whole time I didn't know that she was my cousin. We was just friends. And I would run away, and when I would run away, I would run away to her house, and it would be me, her, my best friend, a couple of us there. We'd be all standing right there. We damn near lived there at this point. And um, one day I stayed the night at his house, and my stomach was hurting really, 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 really bad. And they lived right around the corner from each other. So I left his house, and I went to her house. And I'm telling her, like, my stomach hurts so bad. Like, I'm in so much pain. Because back then, I didn't have no stomach. I didn't have no nothing. So I never knew that I was pregnant. I was still getting my menstrual period. So I didn't know. I didn't know. So now I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just take me a Motrin. I go to the store. I get 2 Motrins. I take the Motrins. So I'm like, all right. We always watched the Players Club. That was our favorite movie. So bet we went for our other friends to come. So I'm like, all right, I'm about to take a shower, and then we could watch the movie once everybody come. So now I'm in the shower, y'all. So I'm standing in the shower. As I'm standing in the shower, I'm just looking down because I feel like at any given moment I'm gonna pass out. So as I'm looking down, it's just like stuff just falling, falling, falling. So I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck is going on? And so I still never said nothing about it. So now I had no other choice but to go home because it's like I don't know what's going on with me. I'm like I don't know. I didn't know that I was pregnant. I didn't know that this was happening. So I had no other choice but to deal with the consequences when I got back to my mother's house and face the fact. Now this is around the time when I was living with my mother. I was living with my mother around this time. So I got home. I still never said nothing to my mother about it. So now the next day my mother's at work or whatever, and she came home. So in the process of her coming home, I'm in the bathroom getting ready to go outside because it's the summertime, baby. It's a block party. I believe I mentioned that in one of my other episodes, but yeah, it's a block party. It's lit. It's the summertime. So I'm in the bathroom in the process of getting myself together to go outside, whatever. I sat on the toilet because I thought I had to use the bathroom. Once I sat on the toilet, it just a whole bunch of blood just came down. It just came down, and I couldn't move, and I was stuck. I was stuck there. So in the process of me being stuck and in so much pain on the toilet, my mother walks in the back and walks in the house. So when she walks in the house, all the lights is off. That's how much pain I was in. All the lights is off. So she like, why the lights off? It's early. Why you got the lights off in the daytime? So I'm like, because I'm in pain. So she like, what you mean? I'm like, it's all this blood is coming out. I don't know if this my menstrual period coming or not, but it don't feel right. Like, whatever it is, the pain is getting intense, 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 intense. Never knew that I was in labor. Not that I was in labor, that I was having a miscarriage. Sorry about that. That I was having a miscarriage. Never knew that I was having a miscarriage. So she like, what you mean? It's a whole bunch of blood. So I'm like, it's a whole bunch of blood. Like I couldn't stand up. I couldn't walk, nothing. The ambulance literally had to hold me up so my mother could put my underwears and my pants up and carry me out of the house into the ambulance. So now when we get to the hospital, we still don't know what's going on. They taking tests for this, taking tests for that. Then the lady just come in like, can you be on a pregnancy stick? So my mother like, she can't move. She in a lot of pain. So I'm like, no, because I had to go to the bathroom anyway. So I got up. Now we in St. Joe's. I got up and we in the hospital bathroom. We're in the hospital bathroom. I fell on the ground, on the floor. I fainted in the bathroom. In the process of me using the bathroom, I fainted. And so they got whatever, the little bit of pee that they could get out of me. They had to come in, pick me up, put me back in the bed. So I could say I was there for like, what, 8 hours? 5 hours into that, they come in and say, well, she already told me that I was pregnant once they did the test. They came in and told me, oh, you having a miscarriage. So now I'm looking at, mind you, I'm still young and I'm living in my mother's house. And my mother don't know what the fuck is going on. So now I'm looking at her and she looking at me and I'm looking at her and she looking at me and she looking at me. Like when I tell you she looking at me, she's looking at me, honey. Basically saying, bitch, when you get up out of here, you know what's going on. She giving me that. It's all in the eyes. It's all in the eyes. So I'm just shaking my head. So she like, call the boy. Call him. I was not calling that boy. I was not calling that boy. Because I was so scared of what she was going to do to him. I just was so scared. So I winds up going to sleep, y'all, right? They gave me some medicine for the miscarriage process to go faster. I wound up going to sleep. So when I went to sleep, this lady took my phone, answered my phone when that man called that phone, and told that man I was up in the hospital having a miscarriage, and if he don't bring his black ass up there when she catch him, it is gonna be on. Okay. And the process of her doing that, I wakes up, and so I hear her on the phone. So when she gave me the phone back, I said something like, "Don't come up here, don't come up here," because I already knew what was gonna happen, and I don't need that in St. Joe's, because one, you're going to jail. That's one. So now, like a couple of hours later, they came in. They was like, "Oh, could I donate the baby that was in the bag? Can I donate it to a college or something like that for blood, something like that?" And I just was like, "Yeah, whatever." So, I would say like 30 minutes after that, the baby came out. The bag came out, and they took me to another room. Now I'm in another room, and he calling my phone, calling my phone, calling my phone. Like, I'm outside the hospital, this and that, and I'm like, boy, leave. Is you dumb or is you motherfucking crazy? Get the fuck out of here. So now I get discharged, and my mother said something to me. I don't know what she said to me, but I know whatever she said to me, it pissed me the fuck off. It pissed me the fuck off. So y'all know what I did, right? I wasn't able to climb no motherfucking window today. I was not able to climb no window that day. I waited till she went outside and went around the corner to that friend house. And I called that man and I said, "Come pick me up. I need to go to the pharmacy, get my medicine." I had a bag packed and I left that letter on that table. And I said, "Don't come looking for me, baby." Because I'm gone. So, during that time, everything was like fine. Everything was fine. And we still was messing with each other. We still was kicking each other. In my eyes, we was in a relationship. I don't know if that was in his eyes, but I think it was in his eyes too. I don't know. Maybe I was a little bit delusional. But hey, who the fuck am I? Who the fuck is he? I will never know. He's not here to tell. So he like took care of me, made sure that I was good and stuff. He stayed in the house. He didn't go outside for a couple of days. And he just made sure that I was good. And what happened after that? Now, boom, it's time for me to go back to school. So now that it's time for me to go back to school, I don't have any school clothes here, so I have to go back home. So I goes back home that Sunday night, get ready for school that Monday morning. Gets to school Monday morning, I'm in so much pain. Me and the girlfriend had a couple of classes together. I think like 2 classes. And the bitch would just, excuse my language, she just like kept being funny. So we was in the process of about to fight or whatever. And the school that we went to, it was a teaching academy. So you up in there, you want to fight, you stay at the school for detention. We both had detention at the school. Next to the school was a bodega. And so my friends waiting outside for me to get out of detention or whatever. And now we go to the bodega because once we leave from me getting out of detention, we're gonna buy our boys. We're gonna buy our boys. So now we go inside the bodega. Yeah. 10 seconds into me being in that bodega, that girl came in and snuck the hell out of me. Do you hear what I say? Snuck the hell out of me. So in the process of her sneaking me, I was getting a juice out of the refrigerator, but next to the refrigerator was the coffee maker and the coffee pot. So I picked up the coffee pot and I just busted. Boom! And now we fighting. We fighting. They comes, they break it up. So when they breaks up the fight, who's outside? He's outside. So I walk outside and I'm looking at him. And he like, "Just come on." And I'm like, "Ain't no just come on. You need to go up in there. You need to go pick your girlfriend up above her face, or whoever she want to be, and go home with her. Don't go home with me." So I still was messing with him, but I wasn't really messing with him how I was messing with him before. So as times go by, he gets locked up. So when he gets locked up, I'm single. So now I'm single or whatever, and I start messing with this girl. And I was with the girl. We was with each other for a long time, but it was a lot. It was a lot of infidelity. And and in that relationship, now he winds up. No, in that relationship, he's writing me from jail. I'm writing him back. We just doing the damn thing. Because I mean, if you're gonna cheat on me, I'm gonna cheat on you. But that was my mindset back then. That's not my mindset. That's not my mindset now. So you cheating on me, I'm gonna cheat on you. So he's in jail. He's writing me. I'm writing him. We writing each other. Now he comes home. When he comes home, him and the other girl winds up getting back together. They wind up having a kid. I wasn't gonna get back with him because that was something that I did when I was a kid. I was older than that. What he was trying to give me was not what I was looking for. You couldn't give me what I was looking for because you still had a kid mentality. Even though the love always been there, and I guess if he was still alive, the love would still be there because we had mad love for each other. It just wasn't the same. I looked at him more as a friend than somebody that I was dating, because it was like you was more or less manipulating me. You was more or less mind fucking me. You was more or less how can I say it? I was more or less there just because I was there, not because you wanted me, but because I was free for you to get access to. Anytime you wanted butt, I was there. When you wanted to chill, I was there. Anytime you called my phone, I picked up. So I was a free target. I was easy. Not like that, but y'all get what I'm saying. I was easy for you to pick up the phone and call me. I'm answering. Pick up the phone, say, come to my house. I'm coming. So it wasn't that, oh, you had genuine feelings for me, because maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But in my eyes at that point, you didn't. Because I didn't push you for you to chase me. I didn't push you to show you like, oh, I'm not somebody to play with. Or I didn't show you that I was worth more. Why? Because I wasn't loving myself then. So it was like, okay, whatever love that was coming my way, I'm taking it. Because now I'm just looking at wanting from here, there, everywhere. I'm just taking it from wherever I could get it from. So I told him that. I said, like, we could be cool. Even though, like I said, I was cheating, I was still sleeping with him. But as far as being in a relationship, no. Yes, we was still sleeping around with each other. I'm not going to lie about that. Yes, he was. Okay? Yes, he was. I'm human. He's human. Everybody makes mistakes. Do not judge me, okay? But, yes, we were still sleeping with each other. But we didn't have that, it's us. Like, we had an understanding, like, you do what you do, I do what I do. We cool. We friends. We friends, and it stayed that way. So, I would say, no, he didn't have the baby yet. It was almost time for the baby shower. So I seen him 2 days before they had their baby shower, and me and him was talking, and we was just like chopping it up as we regularly chop it up, because we was friends before anything. Like, we was friends, and he just was telling me like, Kai, I love you, like I really do love you. Like, if you don't see it, then I don't know no other type of way to show you. But we've been doing this. We've been rocking for a long time, and we have been rocking for a very long time. Like, time in. Like, we was locked in. And as he telling me that, I'm looking at him, and I'm nodding my head, and I'm listening to him, and I didn't believe him. I really did not believe him, y'all. I really did not. And the crazy part about it is, he will always tell me that, like, I love you. He would break down to me. He will always break it down to me. And he will always tell me, like, but in order for you to see the love that I have for you, you gotta love yourself. He always told me that. Granted, I would never take that away from that man. He always told me that in order for you to see the love that I have for you, you have to love yourself first. You cannot love me more than you love yourself. And this is a nigga out in the street selling drugs telling me this. Okay? So maybe that's why we were so close. But long story short, he wound up seeing my friend the day before he passed away. Well, the day before he got killed. He wound up seeing one of my friends, and I wasn't outside. Then I think I was home with my girlfriend or whatever. I was somewhere, but I wasn't outside. And he just was like, no. Before that, we spoke outside, and then I wound up staying the night at his house. So as I'm staying at his house, so he just turned around and he was like, Kai, let me ask you a question. And I'm like, what? Because he always used to be asking me dumb stuff. So he like, if somebody come in here and and something was to happen, can we go out like Bonnie and Clyde? This is his exact words. He said, can we go out like Bonnie and Clyde? So I'm looking at him. Like, is you high? Like, is you bugged? Like, you alright? Like, what is you talking about? Why would you even be thinking about something like that? So he like, I'm serious. So I'm like, I'm serious too. Like, what is you talking about? Why aren't you even saying that? So he like, no, I'm just saying because I got this feeling. Yeah, I kid y'all, no lie. I was so scared to go to sleep, but I was so scared to leave his side because I didn't know what was gonna happen. So I'm like, you know what? If this what it's gonna be, this what it's gonna be. Because that man had my heart. Like, but at that point in time, I still wasn't loving myself. So it was just like I was putting him over me. So I was ready to risk my life for men. So now, I would say it wasn't even that. It was after he said that. It wasn't even that long ago before he got killed. It had to be like a week and a half. Like I said, I was home. I was somewhere with my girlfriend. I don't know if I was home or I was outside somewhere. Well, with the girlfriend that I was going with. But I wasn't outside with my friends. And he wound up seeing one of my friends, and he just was like, tell Kajay I love her. Like, no matter what we've been through, just tell her that I love her. Like, I would never stop loving her. He like, when you tell her that, she know exactly what I'm talking about. So it was like, to me, after she told me that, from him already saying what he said when I was in the house weeks prior to that, it was like he was telling me that he's about to go. Like, he don't know when, he don't know how, he don't know where, but his time is coming. And long and behold, she told me that the next day, I would say it had to be like 10 o'clock at nighttime. Probably even 11. I'm laying in the bed with my girlfriend. And they calls the phone like, Zadi just died. And I'm looking at the phone, because I got the phone on speaker. I'm looking at the phone, and I'm looking at my girlfriend. I'm looking at the phone, and I'm looking at my girlfriend. It's like, I want to break down, and I want to cry so hard, because I knew that if I would have changed, that could have been my, if I would have changed, if he could have changed, if he was able to change, that would have been my person. That was my person. Even though the relationship did not work, everybody has a person. Period. Realistically, everybody has a person, and that man was my person at that time. Yes, I was in a relationship, but that man was my person at that time. Yes, the hell he was. Yes, the hell he was. So now all my friends is calling me, my cousin calling me. So they like, you alright, you alright. So I can't really do nothing because I'm in a whole relationship. So it's like, I can't show no emotion because it's like, bitch, what? Like what you doing? So I goes downstairs in the bathroom. So when I goes downstairs in the bathroom, I just break down. So I'm just talking to him, but I'm talking to myself, and I'm like, Zadi, why? Like why? Like, is this what you were trying to tell me? Like, you could have just told me that. If this is what you were trying to tell me, like what's going on? Like, why did this happen? Why did this happen? So in the process of me screaming to the top of my lungs, like, why did this happen, Zadi? Like, why did you leave or whatever? I hears my grandmother cabinets is opening, closing, opening, closing, opening, closing, opening, closing. Mind you, my grandmother is asleep. My grandfather is asleep. My girlfriend, she's upstairs. She's not coming downstairs at all. She's upstairs laying in the bed. She was on the phone with whoever she was on the phone with when I went downstairs. It's nobody in the kitchen. So I comes out the bathroom and I walks inside the kitchen, and the kitchen cabinets is opening and closing, slamming real hard. So I'm like, what the hell? So now I'm trying to get myself as I'm going up the stairs to go back to my room. So I goes to sleep. When I goes to sleep, I have a dream. When I have the dream, he's in the dream. He's in the dream. So in the process of him being in the dream, he's in the dream with one of his other friends that passed away that I never was able to meet. So he's introducing me to the person, to his friend that also passed away, that I never met before, because once I was with him, he was already passed away. And he was just like, to me, he was just like reassuring me, like, I'm good, like I'm with my people. It's like I'm good. Like don't worry about me. I'm good. Like you don't got nothing to worry about. And when that happened, I jumped up out of my sleep like, what the fuck? And I kid y'all no lie, Zadi used to wear this. Zadi used to wear this blue and red hoodie, like this zip up hoodie. I don't know if it was a Nike hoodie or what kind of hoodie it was. It was like I don't know if you ever played like basketball or something. It was one of them. He used to always wear that hoodie. If he was just like running somewhere, he would always put that hoodie on. It was red and blue. When he came to me in that dream, he had on that same hoodie. And he just kept saying, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Like, yeah, they got me, but I'm good. That's all he kept saying. And I'm telling this story. I'm telling this story to say this. In a relationship, it's all about communication. Okay? Like I said, me and him was both young. At the time when we started dating each other, to the time when we stopped fucking with each other till when he passed away. We still was young. Nobody never know, I would never know, or he would never know because he's not here, how that relationship could have went if we would have had better communication skills. In order for you to be in a relationship with somebody, you have to be able to talk. No matter if it's hard for you to talk. No matter if whatever I'm going to say to my mouth hurt your feelings. No matter whatever you're going to say out of your mouth going to hurt my feelings. I should be able to tell you how I feel without it not being an argument. Without it not being a screaming match. Without it not being you getting up and walking away because you didn't like what I said. Because at the end of every day, when we become a relationship, we become one. We are one person. We become one person. So how I feel is how you feel. It should be no reason why I'm waking up mad and you waking up happy. Hell no. We go together. I wake up happy, you wake up happy. If it's some shit that need to be put on the table, let's put it on the table. Let's air this shit the fuck out and let's leave it there. Now we go to bed happy. It should be no reason why you going to bed not happy. It should be no reason why you cannot answer the phone for your partner because you're upset with something that she did, he did, the cat did, the dog did, whatever. Communication skills. Because you can have your person and you can also lose your person in a blink of a motherfucking eye. And now you will never know how she really feels or how he really feels. Why? Because you never opened up your mouth and you never said anything. You never told anything. You kept it bottled up until you couldn't take it no more. And you lashed out or whatever the case may be. Instead of saying, oh, babe, we need to talk. Let's sit down. No. You wanted to be petty. You wanted to, oh, let's see who's gonna fall in first. Instead of just saying, oh, let's just have a conversation. Or just saying, let's just say, I ain't feeling what the fuck you did. Period. I don't like it. I ain't standing for it. None of that. I don't like it. I don't want it to happen again. I mean, at a certain point in time, everybody needs to grow the fuck up. Seriously. Including myself. Because it's times when I do it. Because it's times when Imani pisses me the fuck off. And I would straight hang up on her ass. Now I don't want to talk. Or I'm at her house. I'm leaving. I don't want to hear this shit. I don't got to hear this shit. I'm going to fuck home. Period. If we can't sit down, if we can't sit down and we can't talk to people, then what is the reason to be in a relationship? There's no need to be in a relationship if you cannot conversate with each other. If we loving each other, how we screaming and hollering, saying that we loving each other, it should be no reason why I can't express myself to you. For example, if I was loving that man, how I felt as though that man was loving me, why was it so hard for me to call that man and tell that man to come to the hospital when I was having a miscarriage? Why was it so hard? Because in the back of my mind, it was always that gut feeling, oh, you're not the only one. So how can he possibly wholeheartedly give you his whole heart and love you genuinely when you're not the only one and you know that? And you're comfortable with it. And not for nothing, me and the girl was comfortable with it. We didn't care. We did not care. So at this point, we were sister wives. But If me and that man had communication skills, it would have been no problem for me to call that man and tell that man to come to that hospital that I was up there having a miscarriage with his kid. You get y'all get what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that to say, like, if y'all rocking with a nigga or y'all rocking with that female, rock with them. Don't lose the person that y'all love over you not being able to open your mouth and talk. Because you can open your mouth and kiss, you can open your mouth and do everything else. You can talk when we on good terms. So why not open your mouth and talk when you on bad? I mean, no relationship is perfect. Everybody has ups and downs. And if anybody come up in my face and tell me that their relationship is perfect, it's fake. It's fake. Either y'all messing with other people or something. It is fake. It's not real. It's not. So today, yeah, I did not come up here with a breakdown life story. No, I didn't come up here with that today. What I spoke about today just was on my heart. Communication in a relationship. Communication in a relationship. In a relationship, I'm saying it out loud. Communicate. Please communicate. If that's the person that you love, do not lose them. Talk. Even if y'all both break down and cry, even if y'all don't speak to each other for 2 hours, talk. Talk, talk, talk. Please talk. Love y'all. Bye.